what's going on, y'all? Big Sarge, your host of the Texans Tailgate Show on YouTube and Sports Talk with Big Sarge live on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe at Big Sarge Media. All right, on today, I have a special guest for you all. I like to call, you know what, I ain't gonna tell everybody the side note nickname I got for you.
He just called me Bluetooth today.
Why do I call you Bluetooth, though?
Because I'm loud, but you're louder right now.
Hey, that's because, we're on here. But I will say this, though. DJ, I'm going to give you your flowers before I even ask you about the game. Hey, bro, you one of the most knowledgeable brothers I ever met in my life when it comes to this football stuff.
I appreciate that.
I ain't going to even lie.
Heart.
Hey, look, one day. Hey, DJ, one day you was talking about, yeah, man, they run in the Miami offense. Did you see the way Brevin, I was like, hey, bro, just say he went in motion, man. just say he went in motion.
I remember that. You're right. I remember that.
All right, so on today, the Houston Texans defeated the New York Giants by a score of 28-10. DJ, let me get your early thoughts on what you seen today.
Man, the defense looked great. Like Jalen Petrie, Derek Stingley.
That's wait, whoa. Bro, Sting looked amazing, man.
Yeah.
Sting looked amazing. And before you even go any further, because I love to pick your brain when I had the opportunity, DJ, what is it about him that has made it seem like he is like on that next level of almost like he's on the island that you don't want to be on?
When I was talking to him last week, he told me that this defense allows cornerbacks to make plays on the ball. They only got to focus on like one, maybe two keys, and then they can just go and play football. So there's a lot less thinking in this defense for him, which allows him to make plays. Now he's looking like the guy that we saw in 2019 with LSU, where he looked the best cornerback in the entire country. So that's what I would say. Second year in the system, not thinking too much, and his defense allows him to make plays on the ball.
That's exactly what he told me when I talked to him as well. He said that he's more comfortable in this situation. Before we got a chance to speak with him on camera, I asked him, I said, is there a route that you have not seen? And he thought about it, and he was like, nah, I done seen pretty much every route. And then he started to tell me about a route that Devontae Adams ran against him his rookie year.
Yeah.
DJ, how does a player like that remember so much? You talk to him. The reason why I'm asking, because you talk to him on a consistent basis. He's like a football savant.
Yeah. No, he's a football junkie. He loves football. That's why he's always playing NCAA, playing Madden. Because like when he plays those games, he's actually playing it, trying to figure out ways that defenses can attack offenses can attack the defense. So he can be prepared for that. Like, if he calls on Madden cover 6, he knows what the weak spots are and how he can bait a quarterback to do this or do that and try to translate that to the game. So, yeah, he's a football junkie.
When he plays like that, how much better does he make the rest of the defense?
Oh, man. When you got a number one type cornerback, because that's the only way this defense, for real, works to the best of his abilities, whether it's D'Amico's defense, whether it's Pete Carroll's defense, because Pete Carroll, this is like a version of that, back with the Legion of Boom. Solid now. They all had dominant corners. When you have a dominant corner, obviously the Jets have two, it makes everything much easier because they can just play fast. And they can just, it kind of erase erase wide receivers and things of that nature.
And so I cut you off because, man, I could not let you get away without you telling the people about Derek Stingley Jr. and the way that he plays. But what else did you see in this game today?
Well, obviously, we saw Petrie make a play. He's starting to look like the guy that we saw as a rookie, but a better version of that. Because he's for sure a better player than he was as a rookie. Even last year, I would say he was a better player. He was just doing something different. And I think now that you're going to kind of get the meshing of both, and you should see a much better player in year 3. So that's one thing that stood out. I think the ease with where the way the offense moved the ball, even when it had like penalties, it was all right. Let's just get right back into rhythm, picking the defense apart. I think my favorite throw for CJ was the play action, deep out to Tank Dell, where he put it on the money. Zip lined it in from his right hash to the sideline. That's such a hard throw for quarterbacks. Not every quarterback can make that throw, and he did it so effortlessly. And I think that matters. I think that's what makes CJ so good is that he can, for the most part, attack every part of the football field when there's pressure around him. But if you give him a clean pocket, it's lights out at that point.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this though. I want to give a big Sarge salute to Bobby Slowick.
Yeah.
Because the way that first team offensive unit ran as smoothly as they ran with CJ coming out and completing his first 5 passes, the way that it looked so effortlessly. And then when you bring in that second unit with Case Keenum, because I have to talk about that second unit and the way that they ran because, hey man, I don't want to call it a bounce back game for John Metchie. I just want to say that John Metchie had a really good game.
He did. Nah, Metchie did his thing, and a lot of people that cover Metchie, that are like consistently cover Metchie, not people that just pop up here and there.
Right.
People that there day in and day out, especially last year in the locker room, and obviously throughout camp. Like John Metchie's a great guy, and he's great to talk to. He's always available. He gives you really good insight. He's not full of himself. He's down to earth. He talks to you like you're a regular human. He treats you, like with a lot of respect. And obviously his story is great, because obviously he's gone through a lot. So like you root for guys like that.
Yeah.
And to see him have that any type of success, you're always going to be happy when it comes to John Metchie. I know we're supposed to be unbiased, but at the end of the day, this is a people business.
And he's a good football player.
He's a good football player. So, anytime you can see him making plays, you can't help but be happy for him.
DJ, I got two more questions for you. Then I'm gonna let you go because I know you're a busy man, and for me to be able to have you on, on my show, man, I really appreciate that. No, I know. Listen, I know you got a FaceTime that you got to do here pretty soon.
I do got to call my girl. Yes.
So I know that. Oh,
yep.
Got to call my brother. I got to see my niece and my nephew, man. But DJ, what I wanted to ask you was, after the offensive and the defensive starters, took a break, the reserves came in, and they played very well. How much pressure is some of these reserve players putting on Nick Caserio, general manager, and head coach DeMeco Ryans?
Yeah, I think the running back room, it's just going to be tough there to figure out who's going to be where. I think the wide receiver room is going to be tough because, Hall of Fame game, you see Hutch make plays. Then the second game, you see Robert Woods making plays. Then this game, you see John Metchie making plays, or the running back room, you see Jordan making plays last game, and then this game you got Brooks scoring 2 touchdowns. Then the week, then you have Cam Akers flashing.
Dare scored a touchdown last week.
Right. So it's just, hey, I don't envy those. I don't envy those spots at all. You know what I'm saying? Because you really got to make some tough decisions, figure out who's gonna bring special teams value, who can just help you like overall, whether it's offense or defense. I don't envy that role at all, but I wouldn't mind the money that they get to make those decisions.
Right. And that leads me into my last question that I have for you. With the Los Angeles Rams coming in this week, there are going to be 2 joint practices that the Texans are going to have with them. But by the time that we're back in NRG next week for a 12 o'clock kickoff, for a noon kickoff, like, we won't see a lot of the players. We won't see a lot of I'm pretty sure we won't see none of the first team offensive unit. So with that amount of playing time, when we're watching these guys play in that last preseason game, is that telling of who's made the team and who hasn't made the team yet?
Yeah, I think what I was thinking when I was up in the press box in the second half, the guys that had their pads off on the team. Yeah. The guys that had their pads on, keep fighting. Outside of Blake Fisher, because Blake Fisher was playing, but outside of that, everybody else keep fighting. Right. So that's how I kind of thought about it. So I guess we were on the same page.
Hey DJ, can you tell the people where they can find you?
You can find me on ESPN, .com under the Texans blog, or you can find me on Twitter at DJ Bien-Aime.com. Well, not .com, but just DJ Bien-Aime. That's where you can find me at. I don't really tweet as much as I used to, but I see everything.
You see everything? Hey, look, you like LeBron used to be, right? Oh, yeah, Dark 30. Yeah, that's because you're in your burner account.
I do have a burner account.
All right, Kevin Durant. Well, look, I want to thank you, DJ, for joining the show. I have to make sure, because last time you were supposed to be on here, all of a sudden you had a meeting.
I had yes. My editor called me. I had to go hop in a meeting.
Yeah, make sure you're subscribed to the Sports Talk with Big Sarge show on YouTube at Big Sarge Media. Make sure you follow me on social media on the app formerly known as Twitter at Big Sarge Sports with the Z at the end. And make sure you're reading all my articles on www.bigsargemedia.com. You know how this works when we in the show? Because now that Cody is gone, I got to teach you how to, when you're on me.
I got to do a dance?
No, when we say I'm out, you got to go to the right. Ready? I'm out. It's supposed to be your head, but he doesn't never get anything right.